Hello, replay viewers. Let me just get this turned around for you. Looks like just need to catch an orient. There we go. Welcome. So this is just what is a little bit of a late night update from me about my Euro trip that I'll be taking in just a couple weeks' time. In 12 days, I'll land in Stuttgart, Germany. And I've been having chats. This is, I think, number 11, maybe number 12 of the chats that I've been having, open discussions where people have the opportunity to share what it is that they're interested in seeing in Rome, in Milan, and Verona, Italy. I will also be in Germany and Switzerland, and I will scope the Swiss Alps, Heidelberg, Germany, Stuttgart, Germany. And those things are not as negotiable as far as taking suggestions. However, they will be on the channel in just 2 weeks or 12 days' time. So I just wanted to give a short overview of what it is that I'm doing for those replay viewers that may be new, and just give a couple minutes. I'm going to start shortening these discussions. Just a few minutes, I'll keep the scope open for any open chat that people want to maybe share their opinions or ideas that they may have about what they think would be interesting where I'm going. So real quickly, I will be in a car. I will drive from southwestern Germany in Stuttgart. It's in the state of Baden-Württemberg. And we'll drive through Switzerland to Milan, Italy. And then from Milan, I'll go to Rome for a week. After that, on the way up, I'll stop in Verona, Italy. And then back through Switzerland and home to Stuttgart. Once in Germany, I'll spend another 3 or 4 days in the country. And then I'll fly back home from Europe. So that's the plan. I plan on scoping all of it. The idea is to get at least 3 scopes in per day. 2 of them will be update scopes at least. That's the intentions at least. That I'll scope in the morning during coffee and maybe just update you with things that I've found out from the previous day, and maybe a little bit more about the plans that I have for the current day. So midday I will like to maybe update, what's going on and what else to expect for the rest of the day. And maybe just to take some questions, because it'll be a little more difficult to take those questions when I'm actually at the sites. Welcome. So this is just an opportunity for people to share what it is that they like in Rome. And maybe we can make sure that that's something we're going to see. And I could talk to you a little bit about it, about some of the sites, some of the main sites. I've definitely been to the majority of the points of interest that you could easily find on Google. So that's the idea, is to scope 3 times a day at least, two updates, and then I'm hoping for at least one minimum as far as like one site that I will share on a daily basis that will be at least 30 minutes. Those will be informational, and those are going to be a little more structured just because they're going to be places that I'll be familiar with. It could go anywhere up from 3 to 10. So, some of these could be really short and really poignant, and I'll share what it is that I see. Some of them will be a little bit lengthier because they have a lot of background. Welcome. So that's just an idea of what it is that I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'll plug at the end of this update. I think we're running right at 5 minutes here. I'll plug at the end of this update my information. You can continue the conversation outside of this if you're watching on the replay on my Twitter or on my Instagram if you would like to be a part of the discussion about what it is that I see in Milan, Rome, and Verona, Italy. So that'll be your opportunity to continue the discussion outside of this live chat. So I do like to run these discussions at different times a day. Right now it is 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, 12:30 a.m. Central, which is the time zone that I'm in. So I wouldn't expect that an American would be in this chat. I just wanted to give the opportunity for Europeans in the early morning and Far East Asians about midday to be a part of this discussion. So I'll do these different times a day. I will start shortening them. If you look on my catch and on my replays, they're a little lengthier. However, the payoff is not necessarily where it needs to be as far as I go. I'd rather do more discussions or more often instead of lengthier ones less often. So we're gonna make that tweak to these discussions, and we'll continue the conversation. I have had a couple people making suggestions already on social media based off of replays, and that's great if you're one of those watching this replay. Hopefully that this is something we can enjoy together and something that I can help be guided through the viewers. So I will do updates and I will continue the open chats all the way until I get to Rome, just because of the opportunity to share with you both the first, the initial landing in Germany, and also continue to tweak as I go along until I get there. So that's just a quick overview of what it is that I'm doing. We've been on here, I think 5 to 8 minutes, and that's just the short and to the point. So if you would like to be a part of the discussion from this point, if I don't have someone in the chat, maybe in the next 5 minutes, I will cut the scope short. But if you want to be a part of the discussion, you want to have an opinion, or if you want to just share that you like it, I'm going to give you my contact information. This is how you can be a part of the discussion if you are a replay viewer. That's my Instagram, Twitter. That's obviously my Periscope name. I also have a Flickr and a Catch. Catch is just a service that will save all of your scopes right after you take them. And my About Me will have all of the information and some of the links to this social media. So if you want to be a part of the discussion, get a hold of me there. You can go to my About Me. There's actually a couple of things on my About Me that are not on this list. So that's how you're a part of the discussion if you're a replay viewer. Keep this chat open for about 5 more minutes. And if no one drops in, I'll just open it up again in a couple hours. And this is going to be the format that we're going to do it from now until the trip. So I'll do these often. So if you do have something you want to talk about in real time, not necessarily on social media, just keep an eye out, hit the follow button, I'll pop up. I've been doing these a lot. This is, I think, my 4th today. So, and I started a little bit late, so I'll have these open quite often. So far, I know that I will share hopefully some new information for people that have never been to Rome, or that have been to Rome but don't know the history or some of the cultural aspects. I know that for sure that I know a lot of the visitors have not been to the Ur district, nor have they been to Trastevere. Welcome in. So this is just an opportunity to share what you may like in Rome. I'll be going in 12 days, and I'd love to hear your opinion about it. The Spanish Steps, I will go again. I've been twice before, but I've never been when they had all the flowers. So this will be the first trip. There's no set schedule, I don't think, but this will be the first trip that I actually get to see the flowers. The Trevi Fountain as well. The first time I went a couple years ago, it was raining, but the second time I went, it was actually under construction. So it'll be nice to go there, hopefully with better weather, and obviously the construction's finished. Or for them, it's restoration. They will not change the fountain. So it was nice of them to drop in, put in a few lines of what they think is important, and then drop out. So I was saying before they dropped in, though, there are some places that I think tourists don't necessarily levitate to with just, basic search or basic travel guides. One of those examples is Trastevere. It's pretty much the only place you can go to get food at night, late night. It's the only place that's open. It's the locals packed. However, I felt okay when I went there. I managed to eat, get some gelato, and enjoy some live entertainment. So I'll take you guys to that. I had a suggestion from a viewer just a couple days ago to go to the Ur district. I've been, but I want to return and maybe see what it is that he's saying is great. He is a local. He's from Rome. Other things that I look forward to doing that are based off the discussion on these chats are going to be different foods that I try. I know somebody that right now she's been in a lot of these chats. She's from Sicily, so hopefully she'll be able to share some of those suggestions. But it's looking like I'm not going to usually, if I'm in my room, I don't want to keep all of these chats right here at my desk with me in front of a computer, though that is handy as we're making suggestions. It can get mundane, especially if you're in more than one of the chats. The lady I just mentioned, she's been in 3 or 4 of them, and I've always been at my desk, so I don't want to be that guy. However, at midnight, this is the way, the way the cookie crumbles. So I'm not going to look up things as I usually would in some of my longer open chats while I'm, just filling time when there's no one in the chat. Just because I am trying to shorten these and make them more often. So what I'm going to shift to doing, instead of doing that on camera while I'm waiting, I'm going to start doing that off camera and just share it with you when I turn it on. Welcome. So this is your opportunity just to share anything you may think that you may like in Rome. I'm going in just a couple weeks. I'll land in Germany in 12 days, and I'll go to Rome just a few days later. So I'm going to be scoping it, and I have some free time and some flexibility in my scheduling. So I'm letting people share what they think they would like to see. So if you have an opinion about that, you can share it. Well, it's in my profile, but primarily I stick to 4 things. I am a teacher. I also have a deep interest in coffee. I also like to talk about culture and travel. I go to a big international university, so there's a lot of international students. It's well over a quarter of our students. That's always been an interest of mine. I'm also an ESL tutor. And of course, I travel, so all the great food, yes. I will scope about food, especially on this Europe trip, just because, I am American, and some of this food's going to be very authentic, I guess would be the word, or new to me. So this will be something I'll share. Really, that's great. I'm actually I'm already a teacher. I'm in graduate school though. I'm looking to get my master's degree in education, so I'll finish up next year with schooling for now. I don't think I'll continue on through my PhD at the time. What kind of age group? Is that what you usually scope about? I see you have a little bit of following. Hey, you have some people following you. You have a lot of hearts. People appreciate what you do. Is that what you scope about as teaching? I know there's a lag. I always screen my my chats. I always like to see what happened. Elementary teacher. I always like to see what happens. And there, guys, there's a 3 or 4 second lag sometimes in these chats. There's also what they call ghosting. It's when you make a comment and I simply don't see it. I'm a secondary teacher. Secondary education. You elementary majors, you guys really have the patience. You got a lot cut out for you with the ed psych. It's a lot of those ed psych classes. So that was kind of her to drop in and talk about teaching. Maybe she'll hit the follow button. So I think I'm gonna cut this one. I'm gonna cut this one off. It's been 10-15 minutes. This is way shorter. Normally I would not cut these off so quickly. I'm a much more patient person, and I've had fun looking up things and sharing them with you live, or for the replay viewers, which, amazingly enough, most of the followers I've gotten over the past 2 weeks with these have been from replays. So that is, I'll take that for what it is. I'll take a follow as a follow, whether it's live or replay. So if you are watching this on replay, I really appreciate it. If you actually want to hear more about the trip, I know I really did not dive in. I did not give a lot of details, and right now during this chat, I will not just continue to ramble on. On my catch page, you can go, I think there's a link right there in my profile. You can actually find a video that says Europe Trip Overview. It's about 30 minutes long, but it outlines everything that I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how I'm doing it. It gives you updates, it gives you suggestions I've gotten from viewers in each of the cities that I'm going to. It also gives you an expectation for the scopes, how often, how long, what they're going to be about. That is the deep overview of everything that I'm doing in the trip and how I'm going to, in regards to periscoping and not scoping. So if you're that interested in the trip and you're just as excited as I am that I'm going to Europe and I'm going to be sharing it, then you can watch that video and find out some more information. As always, if you have questions, you can get a hold of me on my social media. If not, I'll see you in another chat another time. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.